Welcome you all, respected sadhakas friends. Certainly good practices we are doing of our Vedic chanting. Some common sense thought, dhyana purvaka mantrocharana, shanti mantra, mangalacharana shloka, and sankalpa, Upanishad mantra ucharana and Upanishad adhyanam with Bhashyam. Shwethashwathara Upanishad, Bhagavad Arpana Yukta karma needed for heading towards the Mukta Sthiti. Upasana is required. We have seen these two. Then the Jnana also is required. Today we will be seeing that in the sixth mantra of the sixth chapter. All these we are doing to invoke the Parabrahma Ishvara, Jaganmata, Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana Krupa, and to enhance our Vyaktitva so that it is fit to serve the world outside and evolve spiritually. Welcome you all. In the Veda Parayanam, it is Chandogya Upanishad. We have to do the first Adhyaya, Panchama Brahmana, 16 mantras we saw yesterday. From 17, we will do today. 17, 18, 19, 20. These we will do. The time permits little more. Om Athaveda Parayanam Samaved. Sorry, not this one. Narayana Hari. Yes, in the Chandogya Upanishad, we are doing the second chapter. Seven khandas we have done. Eighth, ninth we will do today. If possible, tenth also. Om Ata Chandogyo Upanishad Dvitiyodhyayah Ashtama ओम अथ सप्तविधस्य वाची ओम अथ सप्तविधस्य वाची सप्तविधगम सामोपासीत सप्तविधगम सामोपासीत यत्किंच वाचोहम यत्किंच वाचोहम इति सहिंकारो यत्प्रेति इति सहिंकारो यत्प्रेति सप्रस्तावो सप्रस्तावो यदेति स आदिः यदेति स आदिः यदुदिति स उद्गीतः यदुदिति स उद्गीतः यत्प्रतीति स प्रतिहारः यत्प्रतीति स प्रतिहारः यदुपेति स उपद्रवो यदुपेति स उपद्रवो यन्नीति तन्निधनं यन्नीति तन्निधनं दुग्धेस्मै वाग्दोहं दुग्धेस्मै वाग्दोहं यो वाचो दोहः अन्नवानन्नादो भवति यो वाचो दोहः अन्नवानन्नादो भवति य एतदेवं विद्वान् य एतदेवं विद्वान् वाचि सप्तविधगं सामोपास्ते वाचि सप्तविधगं सामोपास्ते अथ नवमः खण्डः ॐ अथ खलु अमुमादित्यगं सप्तविधगं सामोपासीत अथ खल्वमुमादित्यगं सप्तविधगं सामोपासीत सर्वदा समस्तेन साम मां प्रति सर्वदा समस्तेन साम मां प्रतीति सर्वेण समस्तेन साम मां प्रति इति सर्वेण समस्तेन साम तस्मिन्निमानि सर्वाणि भूतानि अन्वायत्तानि इति तस्मिन् इमानि सर्वाणि भूतान्यन्वायत्तानीति विद्यात् विद्यात् तस्य यत् पुरोदयात् तस्य यत् पुरोदयात् स हिंकारः स हिंकारः तदस्य पशवः अन्वायत् तदस्य पशवोऽन्वायत् तस्मात् ते हिं कुर्वन्ति तास्तस्मात् ते हिं कुर्वन्ति हिंकारभाजिनो हि एतस्य साम्नः हिंकारभाजिनो ह्येतस्य साम्नः अथ यत् प्रथमोदिते अथ यत् प्रथमोदिते सप्रस्तावः तदस्य मनुष्यान्वायत् तदस्य मनुष्या अन्वायत् तास्तस्मात् ते प्रस्तुतिकामाः तस्मात् ते तास्तस्मात् ते प्रस्तुतिकामाः प्रशगंसा कामाः प्रस्तावभाजिनो हि एतस्य साम्नः प्रस्तावभाजिनो हि एतस्य साम्नः अथ यत् वेलायागम् अथ यत् सङ्गववेलायागम् स आदित्यः स आदिः स आदिः तदस्य वयागं स्यन्वायत्तानि तदस्य वयागं स्यन्वायत्तानि तस्मात्तान्यन्तरिक्षे अनारम्भणानि तस्मात्तान्यन्तरिक्षेणारम्भणानि आदाय आत्मानं परिवदन्ति आदायात्मानं परिवदन्ति आदिभाजीनि एतस्य साम्नः आदिभाजीनि एतस्य साम्नः अथ यत् सम्प्रति मध्यन्दिने अथ यत् सम्प्रति मध्यन्दिने स उद्गीतः तदस्य देवा अन्वायत्ताः तदस्य देवाः अन्वायत्ताः तस्मात् ते सत्तमाः प्राजापत्यानाम् उद्गीतभाजिनो हि एतस्य साम्नः तस्मात् ते सत्तमाः प्राजापत्यानाम् उद्गीतभाजिनो ह्येतस्य साम्नः अथ यदूर्ध्वं मध्यन्दिनात् प्राग् अथ यदूर्ध्वं मध्यन्दिनात् प्राग् अपराह्णात् सप्रतिहारः अपराह्णात् सप्रतिहारः तदस्य गर्भान्वायत् ताः तस्मात् ते प्रतिहृता नावपद्यन्ते ताः तस्मात् ते प्रतिहृता नावपद्यन्ते प्रतिहारभाजिनो हि एतस्य साम्नः प्रतिहारभाजिनो हि एतस्य साम्नः अथ यदूर्ध्वमपराह्णात् प्राग् अथ यदूर्ध्वमपराह्णात् प्राग् अस्तमयात् स उपद्रवः तदस्यारण्या अन्वायत् तास्तत्समा तास्तस्मात् ते पुरुषं दृष्ट्वा कक्षगम् तास्तस्मात् ते पुरुषं दृष्ट्वा कक्षगम् स्वभ्रमिति उपद्रवन्ते उपद्रवभाजिनो हि एतस्य साम्नः उपद्रवभाजिनो हि एतस्य साम्नः अथ यत् प्रथमास्तमिते तन्निधनम् अथ यत् प्रथमास्तमिते तन्निधनं तदस्य पितरोऽन्वायत्ताः तस्मात्तान्निदधति निधनभाजिनो हि एतस्य साम्ना एवं खलु अमुम् आदित्यगं सप्तविधगं सामोपास्ते एवं खल्वम् अमुमादित्यगं सप्तविधगं सामोपास्ते 10th अथ दशमः खण्डः अथ खल्वात्मसंहितम् अतिमृत्यु सप्तविधगं सामोपासीत अथ खल्वात्मसंहितमतिमृत्यु सप्तविधगं सामोपासीत हिंकार इति त्र्यक्षरं प्रस्ताव इति त्र्यक्षरं तत्समम् प्रस्ताव इति त्र्यक्षरं तत्समम् आदिरिति द्व्यक्षरं प्रतिहार इति चतुरक्षरम् आदिरिति द्व्यक्षरं प्रतिहार इति चतुरक्षरं ततैहैकं तत्समं ततैहैकं तत्समम् उद्गीत इति त्र्यक्षरम् उपद्रवी इति चतुरक्षरम् उद्गीत इति त्र्यक्षरम् उपद्रव इति चतुरक्षरम् त्रिभिस्त्रिभिः समं भवते त्रिभिस्त्रिभिः समं भवति अक्षरमतिशिष्यते अक्षरमतिशिष्यते त्र्यक्षरं तत्समं त्र्यक्षरं तत्समं निधनमिति त्र्यक्षरं निधनमिति त्र्यक्षरं तत्सममेव भवति तत्सममेव भवति तानि हवा एतानि द्वाविंशतिरक्षराणि तानि हवा एतानि द्वाविंशतिरक्षराणि एकविंशत्या आदित्यमाप्नोति एकविंशत्यादित्यमाप्नोति एकविंशो वा इतोऽसावादित्यः एकविंशो वा इतोऽसावादित्यो द्वाविंशेन परमादित्याज्जयति द्वाविंशेन परमादित्याज्जयति तन्नाकं तद्विशोकं तन्नाकं तद्विशोकम् आप्नोति हादित्यस्य जयम् आप्नोति हादित्यस्य जयम् परो हास्यादित्यजयात् परो हास्यादित्यजयात् जयो भवति य एतदेवं विद्वान् आत्मसम्मितम् अतिमृत्यु य एतदेवं विद्वान् आत्मसम्मितम् अतिमृत्यु सप्तविधगं सामोपास्ते सप्तविधगं सामोपास्ते सामोपास्ते 1 2 3 yeah good ones now together ॐ अथ छान्दोग्योपनिषत् द्वितीयोऽध्याये अष्टमः खण्डः ॐ अथ सप्तविधस्य वाचि सप्तविधगं सामोपासीत यत्किञ्च वाचोऽहम् इति स हिङ्कारो यत्प्रेते स प्रस्तावो यदेति स आदिः यदुदिति स उद्गीतो यत्प्रतीति स प्रतिहारः यदुपेति स उपद्रवो यन्नीति तन्निधनम् दुग्धेऽस्मै वाग्दोहं यो वाचो दोहोन्नवानन्नादो भवति य एतदेवं विद्वान् वाचि सप्तविधगं सामोपास्ते अथ नवमः खण्डः ॐ अथ खलु अमुम् आदित्यगं सप्तविधगं सामोपासीत सर्वदा समस्तेन साम मां प्रति इति सर्वेण समस्तेन साम तस्मिन्निमानि सर्वाणि भूतान्यन्वायत्तानीति विद्यात् तस्य यत्पुरोदयात् स हिङ्कारः तदस्य पशवोऽन्वायत्ताः तस्मात् ते हिं कुर्वन्ति हिङ्कारभाजिनो हि एतस्य साम्नः अत यत्प्रथमोदिते स प्रस्तावः तदस्य मनुष्यान्वायत्ताः तस्मात् ते प्रस्तुतिकामाः प्रशंसकामाः प्रस्तावभाजिनो हि एतस्य साम्नः अथ यत्सङ्गमवेलायागं स आदित्तः स आदिः तदस्य वयागं सन्वायत्तानि तस्मात् तान्यन्तरिक्षेणारम्भमाणानि आरम्भणानि आदाय आत्मानं परिपतन्ति आदिभाजीनि हि एतस्य साम्नः अत यत्सम्प्रति मध्यं दिने स उद्गीतः तदस्य देवान्वयायत्ताः तस्मात् ते सत्तमाः प्राजापत्यानाम् उद्गीतभाजिनो हि एतस्य सामः अत यदूर्ध्वं मध्यं दिनात् प्रागपराह्नात् स प्रतिहारः तदस्य गर्भान्वायत्ताः तस्मात् ते प्रतिहृता नावपद्यन्ते प्रतिहारभाजिनो हि एतस्य साम्नः अत यदूर्ध्वमपराह्नात् प्राग अस्तमयात् स उपद्रवः तदस्यारण्या अन्वायत्ताः तस्मात् ते पुरुषं दृष्ट्वा कक्षगं श्वभ्रमित्युपद्रवन्ति उपद्रवभाजिनो हि एतस्य साम्नः अत यत्प्रथमास्तमिते तन्निधनं तदस्य पितरोऽन्वायत्ताः तस्मात् तान् निददति निधनभाजिनो हि एतस्य साम्नः एवं खलु अमुम् आदित्यगं सप्तविदगं साम उपास्ते अथ दशमः खण्डः अथ खल्वात्मसम्मितमतिमृत्युसप्तविदगं सामोपासीत हिङ्कार इति त्र्यक्षरं प्रस्ताव इति त्र्यक्षरं तत्समम् आदिरिति द्व्यक्षरं प्रतिहार इति चतुरक्षरं तत इहैकं तत्समम् उद्गीत इति त्र्यक्षरम् उपद्रव इति चतुरक्षरं त्रिभिस्त्रिभिः समं भवते अक्षरमतिशिष्यते त्र्यक्षरं तत्समम् निधनमिति त्र्यक्षरं तत्सममेव भवते तानि ह वा एतानि द्वाविंशतिरक्षराणि एकविंशत्यादित्यमाप्नोति एकविंशो वा इतोऽसावादित्यो द्वाविंशेन परमादित्याज्ययति तत्नाकं तद्विशोकम् आप्नोति हादित्यस्य जयं परो हास्यादित्यजयाज्जयो भवति य एतदेवं विद्वान् आत्मसम्मितमतिमृत्युसप्तविदगं सामोपास्ते साम उपास्ते ओम शांति शांति शांति. That's wonderful. A different world we are in when with Shraddha Vedic chantings are done. Let us spend our time qualitatively in this way. Friends, in our second aspect today, the common sense thought is precise, very simple. Key till this moment in the past, whatever has happened, happened. Regarding our worldly happenings or doings of good or bad, dharma or adharma, papa or punya, or in spiritually also whatever sadhanas, done or not done. Done with all imperfections, with all non-clarities, with all not following whatever the system. Whatever must have happened so far till this moment, the 21st, 5th November 2025, 2511 2025. Okay, browse through all of that, see wherever the best is done, consciously by one's own initiative and effort, appreciate oneself, and wherever, whenever the things were not properly done, observe it, catch it that was the bachpana, immaturity, shown in the form of negligence, carelessness, etc. Learn from that as a dignified, responsible, prospectus, prosperous human being. That was not the way to be done in the past, till yesterday, till that moment. Learn from all of that. Just browse through childhood, youth age, middle age, elderly age, whichever the time. Bring the occasions to which places we went, which people we met, what projects we took up are given to us. In all of them, how was our performance? Millions of opportunities for expressing our dynamic life through performance we got so far. So many beautiful things have come. They may be our pilgrimages, they may be our some festival celebrations, they may be our visiting some holy auspicious ashramas, some camps, there may be some organizing programs by ourselves or somebody organized, we are part of it. They can be our own family related functions, social related activities, nation related activities, so many things, professional too. We have to keep sometimes browsing through. From that browsing, called as the analysis of the past or the introspection, that we will come to know that where were the places where we succeeded in performing, therefore succeeded in succeeding. So wherever we have failed in performance, therefore we succeeded in failing, both in the entire outer world of activities. Same is with our own spiritual sadhanas. Anna, did we take up some of them? Did we do them well? Means, did we succeed in doing them in a better manner, in a best manner? If yes, congrats. Yes, there were some moments in our life. Truly, we took up some things genuinely, our spiritual aspects, anyone of them. They were the golden moments. Remember them. Feel that confidence. Yeah, I could do that. Sometime you might have taken an japa anushtana. है ना, ये भगवान जी का ये नाम मैं 1 लाख बार ये एक महीने में कहूंगा. तो डेली 3000 you went on doing. So it just you could do it. Isn't it? Sometime you might have attended any Adhyatmika Shivira camp or took up a text for serious pondering. Definitely you might have done. Or an upasana. है ना? You might have done it or called Panditji at home, he was doing. You were there as Yajamana getting done. Remember those golden auspicious moments. And wherever the opportunities came, we were negligent, etc. Observe them too. Then, yes, little regret and guilt, but more than that, the lesson learned from, oh, how come I was immature that way with my ego and biasness for the unwanted things that I missed to participate in these things, or I was consciously neglecting the thing. How come my ego overpowered so much that time that even though I could do, but I have not done. It can be even दान कर सकता था लेकिन किया नहीं. Anything. So from all just data remembered, analyzed what is to be gained from them, gained the understandings, what is to be learned from them, learned the wisdom or the knowledge. तो ऐसे ऐसे सिचुएशन आते हैं उसमें ऐसे ऐसा करना गलत. इफ यू डू दिस इट्स राइट. हो गया. नाउ फ्रॉम दिस मोमेंट 25/11/25, from all that wisdom learned from this moment onwards, let us consciously, very consciously, to live every moment of our life with the best of our performance. With the best of our performance, every moment of our life. And that performance is various. Not one thing we do continuously throughout the day. Both spiritual and the social, many things come in front of us, demanding us to participate, expecting us to contribute. Isn't it? What a beautiful thing that I am a living being, not a stone. What a beautiful thing that I am recognized with my whatever the abilities. What a beautiful thing that I am invited to perform. I am given a chance. I am given value. I am given that importance. In whatever the capacity, whichever it is. Don't worry about small or big. You are invited to be there as the entire country's president. Nothing great about it. Being president is not great. But how you have encashed that invitation and performed the best way. It can be even a small cleric in any of the clerk office. So what? It doesn't matter. But I am recognized there. I am put there. I am given responsibility. And how much it was perfectly performed outside and enjoyed delightfully inside. Isn't it? It can be anywhere as it is said. You are invited for a function. It's a beautiful thing. There, the active physically performance is sought, you do it. But physical performance is not there, but mentally you have actively participated there. Wherein, let us say if it's a marriage, you are there observing all. And for the children, giving all the would be marrying or married children, the couple now, the best of your intentions consciously, best of your wishes for them, prayers for them. That's what is the contribution. It should become an adat. I say, any function I am invited, whether it is birthday, whether it's a marriage, whether it is Upanayana, whether it is Gurha Pravesha, whether it is Shashti Purti, whether it is condolence meeting, whatever, anywhere I am there, I am invited or I am there. Encash it to the best of the performance there. Or any of the other social activity. We talked about professional, we talked about relational, we are talking about the social activity that we are part of an organization there. We are given a responsibility. It can be anything. The cleanliness, driver awareness, the what do you call the sanity awareness, sanitation, or the health awareness, or about the drug abuse and all that related thing. Wherever in the social thing, I am given a chance. Same platform I got. How many things that are there? We are getting the chance. Smaller and bigger ones. Totally engrossed in it to perform. From this moment onwards, everything we'll encash and perform it consciously to the best of our abilities and wisdom. That should be our outlook. मुझे आज का दिन जबरदस्त जीना बड़ी आशा by being a performer, being a contributor to the best of all my abilities. Like that, innumerable things. It can be watering the plants in your own house, it can be cleaning your own car. Everything is meditation, everything is sadhana, everything is expression of the life in us. Cherish that. Don't worry about the works, small or big. When we deserve, the Ishvara will employ us there. If you want to become qualified, then you'll be put there. They are all not big issues to be worried about. है ना? खुद पूछो राम को कहाँ रखना है या जाहि विधि राखे राम ताहि विधि रहो. है ना? You may be a person very important amidst thousands around. You may be a person put in a remote place, unknown to anyone, for a small work. Nobody knows that that person is existing. Like this, thousands, millions are there in this world. किसी को पता ही नहीं कि वो बंदा वहां है, वो आम के बगीचे में डेली जाकर 5-5, 10-10 पेड़ों का वो देखभाल कर रहा है. कोई पता ही नहीं उसको. So what? Wherever I am put, no comparison with others. Whatever is given to us, let us do it to the best of the ability. And whatever your choice, you be qualified for it through prayers and by gaining those qualities. Yeah, same way with regard to our personal adhyatmic sadhanas. So far we talked about the professional, the relational, the social, and yes, such ones. Now the adhyatmic being. Not one, not two. Every day is an occasion. Every day are so many opportunities. Right from this class onwards. I am in the class now. Be delighted that I got a reminder that such thing is available, that it is convenient to me, that I could go there or come here. Now let me make the maximum best use of it. The two things is one, the speaker is speaking. Whatever he knows, he is speaking. That's not in my hands. But whatever he gives, receiving it, trying to receive it and make use of it is my ability. Let me focus on that. Anna, Guru says 10 things, not even one thing understood. No, that's not my approach. Guru says two, three things and hints at 10. All the 12 I understand. See that? Guru has no time to speak everything every time. One or two will say, being समझदार बाकी सब कैच करना. Any satsang, if you go an example, so to the commitment, this 1 week, this book I will thoroughly study. Or it was said earlier also, these 10 days I am in the Anushtana of the Shiva Upasana or Rama Upasana. Through this entire 1 week, Rama Sambandhi, entire Ramayana Parayana I will do, or Rama Bhajanas, Rama Kirtanas, or Rama Japa. जो भी हो बस राम परब्रह्म आई एम इन्वोकिंग हिम दिस 1 week. कुछ भी ले लो. Let me engross in it, it's the point. Let me do it to the best of abilities and perfections gained. Ability perfection में इतना ही है, रोना मत, improve करो उसको, है ना. We should become such a product of high quality in all aspects that we should be worthy to be offered to the Lord. मैं और मेरा इतना महान होना चाहिए कि इसको स्वीकार करने के लिए भगवान आगे आना चाहिए. Not that we give it to him जबरदस्ती, but it throws away because it's not worthy. Like some people give you gifts. Some gifts are so wonderful कि उसको आप पहले ही यूज करते हो, है ना. The other people, some gifts such a ones they are. Immediately you call the servant and you give him, है ना. आपकी कोई शादी में किसी में कपड़े आए हैं, लोग कपड़े गिफ्ट में देते पहले, अब क्या है आई डोंट नो. So the good clothes immediately you call tailor and give him, भाई बना के दो. The other ones which are less quality and you call somebody and give. Same way, if the Lord has to receive and reciprocate and respond to our offerings, they should be worthy, qualitative. That doesn't happen accidentally. That never accomplished when we are unconscious in our performances, when we are careless in our performance, when we are inadvertent in our performance, when we are forgetful in our performance, and when we are distracted while performing. मेन वर्क के पर दृष्टि है ही नहीं, इधर उधर देखते हैं, तो वो बंदा कुछ भी काम अच्छा नहीं कर सकता. So in this way, so to our own inner meditation and sadhanas. These 10 days I am there, morning, evening, 1 hour. I'll try to contemplate through the text on the truth to the best of the abilities. Doing best things in a best manner should be our goal, isn't it? And consciously do that. The doing itself is so joyful. And when the best things are done, the result also obviously is the best. So therefore, up to this moment, एक हिस्सा, एक किस्सा, एक कहानी, वॉट एवर डन रिमेंबर. अब इस मूवमेंट से आगे का ए टोटली न्यू थिंग. इन दैट सोशली, प्रोफेशनली, relationally, outside, so to spiritually. In that spiritually में devotionally, then knowledge wise, everything whatever I have to do, I must know, and let me do them to the best of conscious perfections. Nowhere the inadvertence, laziness, half-heartedness, सबसे important sleepiness is allowed. Consciously doing everything and yet detached from it is called moksha. Like I am consciously uttering every word with the meaning behind, with the purpose ahead, and yet I am detached to it. That's the realization. A realized saint is in his conscious identity inside as the self. With the upadhis, he does the thing best. Whatever the thing to be done, whichever the upadhi. और जो इस चीज को अचीव करना है उसके लिए प्रैक्टिस भी वही है. In spirituality, what we have to achieve, that alone is practice. Siddhasya lakshanani sadhakasya sadhana. Isn't it? In that way, looking back every day and relishing, cherishing that I tried consciously. And sometimes my try has become successful. Really, it was a good performance. Double congratulations. Third, and that yielded an excellent result for me and the world, the triple congratulation. First congratulation is I tried. Second, I succeeded in the trying, in doing it in the best way. Three, it gave the result. First trophy, second trophy, third trophy. Second, third मिले ना, first पे focus करो. First मिला तो other two trophies automatically come. I tried. And the feeling of satisfaction inside. When we try, it is inexplicable. Oh. And the jiva in us continuously suffers only because of not trying the good things, not trying the good things in a good and better manner. उस अंदर के जीव को हमें खुश करना है तो अच्छे से अच्छे चीजों को अच्छी तरह से करना है. तरस रहा है वो हमारे अंदर. The jiva who has through many lives evolved and has come now to the human level needs to and wants to and surely have to evolve. For that evolution, the best of the performances he is expecting. If we can do it and give it to him, it is me only, the joy is enormous. Celebrate that inner, deeper joy which is not explainable in words. शब्दों को नहीं मिलता वो, हमको पता है. अंदर वाला ऐसे खुशी के लिए कोशिश करना. So all the past, learn from it, drop it. From now onwards, live in the present. Every moment, wherever we are placed, doing the best things in the best manner. Whether it is outer, whether it is spiritual. That's the thought today. Thank you, friends. Now today, in our third chanting mantra, we'll do the mantra of Hanumanji, Bhagavan, Bhavanasutta Hanuman, the 12 names of Hanuman. When they are chanted, night before sleep or early morning when we wake up and take up some endeavors and start traveling towards that. It is said these 12 names when they remembered, then no inadvertent accidents or any of the unwanted things, none of them will happen. And wherever we go, as we just saw, the performances will be best and the successes will be sure. Everywhere we become successful. The 12 names of Hanumanji with the meaning in our mind and asking him, enter into me, perform through me, so that things happen well. That's the mantra, simple mantra. The mantra is this: Om Hanuman Anjana Sunuhu Vayuputro Mahabalaha Rameshtaha Falgunasakaha Pingakshaha Amitavikramaha Udadhikramanashchaiva Sita-shoka-vinashakaha Lakshmana cha Dashagrivaschа darpaha. द्वादशैतानि नामानि कपीन्द्रस्य महात्मनः स्वावकाले पठेन्नित्यं यात्राकाले विशेषतः तस्य मृत्युभयं नास्ति सर्वत्र vijayi bhavet. So nityam every day, swapakale before the sleep patet. Yatra kale visheshataha. So when any of the yatras we are undertaking. And for you and I, every day is a spiritual yatra. They were every morning also. Every morning, every night, if we chant. So, Dvadasha Etani Namani. These 12 names. Kapindrasya Mahatmanaha. Of that Kapindra Mahatma Hanumanji. Swapakale, night, Pate Nityam, every day, chanting. Yatra Kale Visheshataha, during any of the journeys. Tasya Mrityu Bhayan Nasti. He'll have no any sort of danger, start from the smallest kharoj to the biggest of the mrityu. None of those problems will touch. Not only that, sarvatra vijayi bhavet. In every of his those endeavors, he will be successful. That endeavor can be anything. जो कुछ भी कर रहे हैं उसमें विजय मिलेगा. Right? Now, what are the names and the meanings? First, Hanuman. His name is Hanuman. Manarahita is Hanuman, Nirahankari. Anjana Sunuhu, we have seen in Skanda Purana, the greatness of that Anjana Devi and her tapasya, that such a great, great Hanumanji born to her. Vayuputraha is Vayu Amsha Sambhuta also. Mahabala, or Bhapre, Atulita Baladhavam, the Bala of Hanumanji, of all the Upadhis, is so much, so much. काज किए बड़ देवन के तुम बड़ काज किए देवन के बड़ काज किए. Of the devata has also big karya Hanuman ji has done. Mahabala. Then because of it, Rameshtaha, he is Ishtha to Rama and Rama is Ishtha to him. Mutual. Loved by Rama, loves Rameshta. Falguna Sakaha, friend of Arjuna ji. Falguna Sakaha. That's why Kapidhvajaha is Arjuna. Arjuna's flag, the chariot, has Hanumanji on that. Falguna Saka. Pingakshaha, whose eyes are in that Pingavarna, that yellowish red. Again, Amita Vikramaha. His power and valor is Amita, incomparable, unlimited. Then Udadikramanaha, who crosses that whole ocean, which is unique feat up by its own. And Hanumanji. For the divine karya. There, whenever the Sagara Langhanam of Hanumanji comes, don't limit the understanding to this point that he crossed such a huge ocean. No, that's a necessary thing. More important is that is for doing Rama Karya. That's important. Otherwise, every Rakshasa crosses the ocean. उसमें क्या? All the Siddhas, सब लोग क्रॉस करते. विभीषण रावण. Crossing the ocean is not important. For what purpose? Rama Kaja. Sudhadikramanaschaiva. And then Sita Shoka Vinashakaha. He is the one who destroyed the Shoka of Mother Sita. Lakshmana Pranadata. He gave Prana to Lakshmana by bringing Laya Sajivana Lakhana Jayai. Dashagrivasta Darpaha, who destroyed the Darpa arrogance of Dashagriva Ravana. He himself by burning Lanka, killing so many Rakshasas, including Ravana Putra, that Akshakumar, etc. And each of these names, what we said, have the spiritual meaning also in them. Like that, Dashagrivasta Darpaha, in us the ego with all 10 sense organs should be subjugated, controlled. Sita Shoka Vinashaka is, the Sita is our own Manaha, in which there is Shoka for various reasons, removed. Lakshmana Pranadata is the Lakshmana is the Seva and Vairagya Lakshana. तो उनको प्राण देना. Where the service and detachment are there, individual or total, that whole world is beautiful. When these two go away, the world suffers. In this way, the meaning of each of these words can be spiritually visualized. Okay. Now let us chant this mantra barabar. Om. Remember Hanumanji's Rupa, whichever the great Hanuman Mandiras you have gone and you have Shraddha in that Hanuman Mandira Rupa for concentration, Bhakti Shraddha. Do the Dhyanam and then chant. Om Hanuman Anjana Sunuhu Vayuputro Mahabala Rameshtah Falgunasakah Pingaksho Amitavikramah Udadhikramanashchaiva Sita-shoka-vinashakah Lakshmana-pranadata cha Dashagrivaschcha darpaha Dvadashaytani namani Kapindrasya mahatmanah Swapakale pathen nityam Yatra kale visheshatah Tasya mrityu bhayan nasti Sarvatra vijayi bhavet. Om Hanumananjana Sunuh Vayuputro Mahabalah Rameshtah Falgunasakah Pingaksho Amitavikramah Udadikramanashchaiva Sita Shoka Vinashakah Lakshmana Pranadata cha Dasha Grivascha Darpaha Dvadashaitani Namani Kapindrasya Mahatmanah Swapakale Pate Nityam Yatra Kale Visheshatah Tasya Mrityu Bhayannaste Sarvatra Vijayi Bhavet. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Om Hanuman Anjana Sono Vayuputro Mahabalaha Rameshta Falgunasaka Vingaksho Amita Vikramaha Udadhikramanashchaiva Sita Shoka Vinashakah Lakshmana Pranadata cha Dashagrivaschcha darpaha Dvadashaitani namani Kapindrasya mahatmanah Swapakale pate nityam yatra kale visheshatah Tasya mrityu bhayannasti sarvatra vijayi bhavet. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Om Hanumananjana Sono Vayuputro Mahabalaha Rameshta Falgunasaka Pingaksho Amitavikramah Udadhikramanashchaiva Sita Shoka Vinashakah Lakshmana Pranadata cha Dashagrivaschcha darpaha Dvadashaitani namani Kapindrasya mahatmanah Swapakale pate nityam yatra kale visheshatah Tasya mrityu bhayannasti sarvatra vijayi bhavet. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Om Hanumananjana Suno Vayuputro Mahabalah Rameshta Falgunasakah Vingaksho Amitavikramah Udadhikramanashchaiva Sita Shoka Vinashakah Lakshmana Pranadata cha Dashagrivaschcha darpaha Dvadashaitani namani Kapindrasya mahatmanah Swapakale pate nityam yatra kale visheshatah Tasya mrityu bhayannasti sarvatra vijayi bhavet. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Om Hanuman Anjana Sonuh Vayuputro Mahabalaha Rameshta Falgunasakah Pingaksho Amitavikramah Udadhikramanashchaiva Sita Shoka Vinashakah Lakshmana Pranadata cha Dashagrivaschcha darpaha Dvadashaitani namani Kapindrasya mahatmanah Swapakale pate nityam yatra kale visheshatah Tasya mrityu bhayannasti sarvatra vijayi bhavet. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Om Hanuman Anjana Sonuh Vayuputro Mahabalaha Rameshta Falgunasakah Pingaksho Amitavikramah Udadhikramanashchaiva Sita Shoka Vinashakah Lakshmana Pranadata cha Dashagrivaschcha darpaha Dvadashaitani namani Kapindrasya mahatmanah Swapakale pate nityam yatra kale visheshatah तस्य मृत्युभयन्नास्ति सर्वत्र विजयी भवेत्। ओम श्री हनुमते नमः। ओम हनुमान अंजनासूनो वायुपुत्रो महाबलः रामेष्ट फल्गुणसखः पिङ्गाक्षो अमितविक्रमः उदतिक्रमणश्चैव सीताशोकविनाशकः लक्ष्मणप्राणदाता च दशग्रीवश्च दर्पः द्वादशैतानि नामानि कवीन्द्रस्य महात्मनः स्वापकाले पठे नित्यं यात्राकाले विशेषतः तस्य मृत्युभयं नास्ति सर्वत्र विजयी भवेत्। ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः। मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपालय परिपालय। राम भक्तिं देहि परमात्मा ज्ञानम अनुभूतिं देहि. 9 times we did chanting, remaining you do at home. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo. Om Yairime Gurubhyyo Purvam. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam. Om Nidaye Sarva Vidyanam. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam. आलयं करुणालयं ॐ विदिताखिलशास्त्र सुधाजलधे महितोपनिषत् कथितार्थनिधे हृदये कलये विमलं चरणं भव शङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति देश निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्माद् क्षणाद् आरभ्य वैदिकैन्द संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठ अवाप्त्यर्थमस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशङ्कर भाष्यसमेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओं नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। अथ पारायणं तृतीयोऽध्यायः। Third chapter, 3 mantras. We did yesterday from the fourth. ॐ यो देवानां प्रभवश्चोद्भवश्च विश्वाधिपो रुद्रो महर्षिः हिरण्यगर्भं जनयामास पूर्वं स नो बुद्ध्या शुभया संयुनक्तो या ते रुद्रशिवा तनोः अघोरा अवापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवा शन्तमया गिरिशन्त अविचाकशैः यामिषं गिरिशन्त हस्ते विवर्षि हस्तवे शिवां गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि गुंसैः पुरुषं जगत्. Powerful mantras, all of them. When will the time come where we become such a Shuddha Sattva Guni that all these mantras with Artha and Paramartha and Antarartha, we consciously remember and live it. LIV. I am to looking forward for that time. I know it won't happen by itself. It has to be worked out. Even to realize that we have to work upon ourselves is a good state of maturity. Then knowing that how to work upon is a higher level. Planning well and able to achieve. Step by step, one by one thing is the true spiritual endeavor. and ensuring that I am putting every step perfectly and reaching to that next ladder of the rung, next rung of the ladder, next level. So that's a fulfillment, such a fulfillment. We have to seek, try and get to, rather than all these small little, very tiny pleasures of the worldly things. उसमें क्या रखा है बस? In the pursuit of the ultimate reality alone, there is real challenge, real test to our grit and girth, our abilities. Now here we are. भगवद अर्पण कर्म से भगवत प्राप्ति seen. उपासना से भगवत प्राप्ति seen. Today, ज्ञान से भगवत प्राप्ति will see. Before that, that upasana se bhagavat prapti, the fourth line has to be in detail understood. Very important. Okay, with Bhashyam. The whole shloka will chant, and I need not tell about what is there in the first three lines, because with Bhashya it was thoroughly seen. Fourth line is the one we have to say. So, chant the mantra. Mhm. Om Adisya Samyoga Nimitta Hetuhu परस्त्रिकालादकलोऽपि दृष्टः तं विश्वरूपं भवभूतमीड्यं देवं स्वचित्तस्थमुपास्य पूर्वम्. Okay. So, Adihi Sarvasya Karanam. Sanyoga Nimitta Hetuhu, Hetu for the Vidya, which is the one which prompts us to do the Shubha and Ashubha karma, and then becomes that Shubha Ashubha karma becomes the hetu for the Sanyoga with Shubha Ashubha Shariras and Anubhutis. It is who he is the one who is there behind. Give credit to him and live as he tells to live. That is the Sanyoga Nimitta Hetu, properly, thoroughly studied. Then Parastrikalat is beyond all the three kalas. Why? Akalaha. Shodasha kalas are not there in him, is beyond that. कलावान पुरुष एव और कलावान जीव एव काले काल प्रभाव he will be in. The one who is षोडश कलातीता, kala cannot touch him. Therefore, janma marana are not there in him. Therefore, he is beyond all that. So, tasmat na kalatraya parichinnaha. Therefore, na utpadyate na vinashyati. So, Shodashakala Atita, therefore Kala Avarichinna, therefore Janmadi, Varnadi are not there in him. Okay. And he is some Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa. Like all ornaments are the Vishwarupa of one gold. All waves are Vishwarupa of one waters. So too, the whole Vishwa is his Rupa. Vishwarupa. Vishwa means Sarva. आप उसको होलसेल में देखो या रिटेल में देखो, लाइक ए पर्सन होलसेल यू सी, रिटेल इज पार्ट बाय पार्ट, उनका नाक कान. So to the entire Vishwa as one unit, and the whole universe with all its components. Do you call that in the form of the 14 lokas or the 3 lokas? अब जिस किसी भाषा में आप बोलो, आप with the knowledge you have, the background, all that is his रूपा only. रिटेल पार्ट्स भी वही है, होलसेल भी वही है. Whole also is he, and the parts also he. That's the meaning of Vishwarupa. Think about it. Up to this we saw. Now Bhavabhutam Idyam Devam. 4 words. Bhava, Bhutam, Idyam, Devam. And the above said 4 qualities. Adihi, Sanyoga Viyoga Nimitteto, Parastrikalat, Akalaha. 4 of them. Then this 5th one is Vishwarupa. 6th Bhava, 7th is Bhutam, 8th is Idyam, 9th is Deva. Unka we have to do the Upasana. Where? Swachittastam, in our own chitta. So these words are Vishwan Rupana Siddhi Shrupam Bhavati Asmat iti Bhavaha. Bhavati Asmat iti Bhavaha means everything happens, if at all you are seeing the things that are happening because of him only. Asmat Bhavati. Okay? One, the creation Bhavati. In that creation, any Nautanki continuously Bhavati. And then, after a certain time, the dissolution ya pralaya bhavati. So creation bhavati srushti, maintenance bhavati sthiti, layo bhavati, pralaya. All the three are because of him. That's the meaning of bhava word. Bhavati asmaditi bhavaha. Bhavati asmaditi bhavaha. And these crux of Vedanta, of these 5 6 things so far, we must have repeated thousands of times. Hope it is caught. All the aspects of it. What is it? One, in the presence of conscious Paramatma with his own Maya Shakti, making appear the happenings of Srishti Sthiti Laya. Therefore, the Srishti Sthiti Laya, with all the variety of things that are happening during Sthiti Kala, all are happenings, appearances only by the Anirvachaniya Shakti of Paramatma, the Maya. In reality, they are not happening. They are happening only in the Maya. And that substratum is Ishvara Paramatma, Parabrahma. This Maya is not touching that Paramatma. He is always there. Therefore, the standpoint one, from Parabrahma standpoint, he alone is there. Standpoint two, in his presence, the Maya is creating the entire Jagat. Standpoint three, the Jagat independently is never existing. Then, what am I seeing? Am I seeing Brahman only, calling it as Drashta Drishya? And with that choice given, abilities given, Drishya you are projecting as millions. Like yesterday, day before, and today too, Leela Upakhyana is such a wonderful explanation by Mother Saraswati to Leela about how the whole creation is Smriti only. Smriti is Vritti Pradhana in the Chitta. Chitta in its behind state, it's nothing but the Akash. And all Bhutakasha, Chittakasha are nothing but Siddhakasha only. What a wonderful explanation going on. So, in the pure Brahman, there is no creation. Without him, the creation cannot happen. Therefore, in the presence of him, the creation is happening. Yet, he is neither creator nor any modification happening in him. It is Anirvachaniya Shakti projecting all this world. And who is telling this to us? That Guru is in Aham Brahmasmi Anumati. To whom? To the disciple who thinks the world is there, who thinks the world is real, who is lost in the world. To pull his attention from this world, the Ishvara Maya Shakti is the hetu for this, is told. So when this thing is introduced, our attention slowly from the world to the Shakti, from the Shakti to the Shaktiman, it shifts. From the Shaktiman to the Shakti Atita Kevala Parabrahma, our attention will be drawn finally. Mandukya also we are studying that. Narayana. Today we will see. Upalambad. Ajate trasataam yesham upalambad viyantiye jati doshana setsyanti doshopyalpo bhavishyati. That mantras we see. So therefore, these 3 4 minutes taken once more to explain this, to remind us, because that word came bhavati asmatu. Okay. Now bhutam means avitata swarupam. Bhutam means है, जो है सो है, हमेशा वैसा ही है. That is called as bhutam, avitatham. Tatha means as it is. Vitata means some change in it. Like Vaitathya Parakarana. Avitatha means never ever any change in it. Therefore, it is and it is as it is always. Again, water is always water in whichever the wave, ripple, bubble, form you see. So too, he is Bhutam, he is Avitatham. He is never changed from his Satchidananda Rupa. Yesterday we explained Sat never became Asat, Chit never became Jada, Ananta never became Santa, Ananda never became miserable. That's called Avitatham. Logic is that is why we are able to reach him. If he has changed, then he is not available for us. If he is available eternally for any jiva to realize, that means the Brahman is always there as he is. The projected movie does not touch or disturb the TV screen. I know. If there's a rain in the movie, it won't wet the TV screen. No? If there is burning fire, it won't burn the screen. क्या हुआ टीवी नहीं देख रहे हो जल गया टीवी क्या हुआ वेरी बिग फायर एक्सीडेंट हुआ इन दैट सिनेमा एंड देन माय टीवी बर्न होता है बिग बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट हुआ है यार फायरिंग हुआ है इधर राइफल एंड दिखना चाहिए ना ऑल द बुलेट मार्क्स और द टीवी स्क्रीन शुड बी तो टूटा रहना चाहिए ओके अधिष्ठाना इज नेवर टच्ड बाय द आरोप है ना रोप इज नेवर टच्ड बाय एनी एस्पेक्ट ऑफ दिस थिंग therefore bhutam yathavat sthitam avitatam. Now idyam means stutyam. Listen about this plenty to explain. Summarize करके इतना कहते हैं कि do the stuti and stuti only of that Paramatma. For the sake of formality, for the outer interaction transaction. Maybe little credit you give to others. But remember, whoever are doing achieving whatever, their existence itself is impossible without Paramatma. Therefore, to whom the credit should be given? Ultimately, to Him only. So, giving all credit to the Lord in every happening consciously is called His Stuti. He is Idyam, He is Stutyam. He should be appreciated and He should be appreciated because such a beautiful Srishti He has projected and giving all of us to have an entertainment freely. Of course, we are getting lost in it. That's our bewakufi. Somebody बढ़िया सा जादू खेल खेल रहा है आप उसको देख के आ जाओ उसमें फंसने को किसने कहा है ना और the cinema somebody projected for you we enjoy it why do you take it so seriously and suffer so too this whole thing is projected by him for our entertainment enjoy it don't get lost but give credit to him idyam stutyam this stutyam in this bhakti marga is equal to pratibodha viditam in jnanam है ना a bhakta in everything that's happening in this world sees his beloved Lord. Isn't it? When a bird chirps, उनको उसमें अपने भगवान ही दिखते हैं मोर जब नाचती है तो he will see स्तुत्यम my Krishna in that moor is dancing. See the beauty of that bhakta. And it is true. A Vedanti sees the changeless in that changing thing. Nityo nityanam chetanas chetananam eko bahunam. He refuses to see or rejects to see the upadhis and their dance. He has developed such an amount of dharana through his regular meditation and practices for lives together that in all the changes, the change they substratum, he is able to catch it. So he won't see the more with its dance. He sees the changeless pure substratum in that more का expression उसके dance में. He doesn't see the birds chirping sound. He sees the conscious Brahman in it. That's the meaning of idiom stutyam at its higher level. तो लगा थोड़ा टच करे, टच किया. Everything we see in this world should remind us of the Lord, and we should do His stuti. Recognizing Him is one stuti. Acknowledging that because of Him only everything is happening is second stuti. And the third one is He is unchangeable only third second, and He is me. If you do that, that's the ultimate stuti, which will be explained in the next slide. So, Pavabhuta medium Devam. Finally, he is the Deva, Dyotanatmaka, pure consciousness. Of this Ishvara, we have to do the Upasana. Where do you to do? Swachittastam. He is there in our own chitta. Upasya. Do the Upasana of him. Purvam, before rejecting all the Upadhis and realizing the Ekameva Advitya substratum through the Mahavakyas. Now, that portion for 5 minutes we will see through the Bhashyam. Okay, up to what we have seen, Bhutam Avitata Swabhava Rupam, Avitata Swarupam. So, Bhava Bhutam Idyam. Idyam means the Stutyam, it's not given here. Bhashyakara gave the Bhashya to this word in other Upanishad, therefore he did not give here. He went ahead. Devam also, earlier many a times it was explained as Dyotanatvam, Dyotanavan. Therefore, Devam, Idyam, these two words he did not explain. We know it, therefore we discussed. So, all these things stand explained. Now, last line is there. Swachittastam upasya. Do the upasana of him in your own chitta. And what is the upasanam in Vedanta is that Deva is Ayam Aham Asmi iti. That Paramatma Tattva is me and I am him. In this way, Samadhanam Krutva. Samyak Adhanam Krutva. So, first, our attention is on the Sri Rama, Sri Krishna, whosoever upasana we do in that idol. Let it go on for 1 or 2 lives. Second, the same Rama, Krishna now will bring into our chitta and do the same pujas which we did outside, grossly in the mind, subtly. So, Stula puja to Manasa puja. Second, third may that Rama or Krishna should be understood to be Ishvara only. And that Ishvara, all the qualities which are mentioned in this shloka. आदिस्य संयोग निमित्त हेतु परस्त्रिकालादकलोपि दृष्टः. Then tam vishwarupam bhavbhutamidhyam. All the qualitative Paramatma we have to lift our attention to. Then next one what? These Paramatma with all his expressions is that Parama Adhisthana Tattva only. And from that Tattva Rupa, it is me. Or little lower level upasana काल में मैं भी attend. उनसे इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं हूं. So here स्वचित्तस्थम उपास्य अयम अहम अस्मि इति समाधानं कृत्वा means what? I am aham asmi iti. So I am not an individual entity who can have a separate individuality. He alone is expressing as this jiva also. In this way, the jiva bhava offering to him is called real upasana. So, as it is said in the earlier words, his glory, among so many glories of him, one glory is expression in the form of these panchakoshas and this jiva bhava. So, this, in my ignorance, I maintained it to be separate from him. Now, this also is he. This also is he. That's called as I am aham asmiti samadhanam. That is the upasana. So here the upasana is done. All the things understood, first in the idol, then in the chitta, then with all the gunas, then this jiva also is he. Is with all upadhis. This is called samarpana upasana. When that happens, that all me, my faculties are his, nothing remains mine. At that state, the chitta is calm, quite just like in the evening class of Yoga Taravali. We can take up now from the teachings of the Guru the Tattvasi Mahavakya Chintanam. Luckily, in the evening class of Yoga Taravali, in 4-5 days, that Tattvasi Mahavakya explaining Vakya Vritti text is the next text to study. Anayatao in the evening class. So here, Devam Swachittastam Upasya is explained. Now, Purvam is only one word left. Purva means Vakyartha Jnana Udayat Purvam. Before means before going to the Guru, after going to the Guru, from him listening to Mahavakya, then the Mahavakya ka Artha and the Artha pe Manana Chintan, and from that the Jnana and the Jnana as Anubhava. Uska Uday hone se pehle. Any Mahavakya says that I am Brahman. Finally, Aham Brahmasmi, Prajnanam Brahma, every Mahavakya. So उस महावाक्य गुरु से सुनने से पहले ये सारा उपासना करो is equal to in this way when we do upasana the Paramatma comes in our life in the form of Guru and through him Mahavakya Upadesha comes and we will be able to do the Artha Avishkara of this Mahavakya Siddhanta Rupena so to Anubhava Rupena. At that Anubhava Rupena that Mahavakya Ukta Brahma Aham Asmi Anubhava. But for one to get the Mahavakya Upadesha, contemplate on it, get the Anubhuti, all the qualifications come to us when we this way do Upasya. Therefore, Bhagavad Upasana say Bhagavad Prapti. That's the name of this particular shloka. So we have done to one level. We see the Lord in the idols, murtis. That's only beginning, not that. See the same Lord now next in the chitta. Same upasana do inside Sukshma Rupena for long time. Then the real upasana is recognizing the glory of that Paramatma. That he is Adi, he is Sanyoga, Niyoga, Hetuhu, Parastrikalada, Karopi, Dushta. All of these. Recognizing his glory is real upasana. And Ayam Aham Asmiti karke, offering ourselves to him is the highest upasana. With that Aham Mama is gone, then upasana's uddesha is fulfilled. So what's the only one thing remains now? Vakyartha, Chintana, and realizing that Brahma Tattva. Hai. The ego my, the samsari me, and the samsaric mine, mera. They are all gone by upasya, because upasana is always samarpana pradhan. Here, the samarpana ko Vedanta दृष्टि से बता रहे I am aham asmi. I am aham asmi is not that I am him. No, that is Vedanta. In Bhakti, he is me. So he alone is expressing as this. So I am not separate from him. So with this, the aham mama stand offered. But still, our Nija Swarupa has to be known, na Swarupa. Therefore, Mahavakya. जो संसार के दृष्टि से रहने वाले अहम मम को ईश्वर अर्पण कर दिया, वही अपने निज ब्रह्म स्वरूप को जानने वाला महावाक्य का श्रवण मनन निधिध्यासन कर सकता है. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट द नेक्स्ट मंत्र टॉक्स अबाउट इट, दैट इज ज्ञान से भगवत प्राप्ति. आई थिंक सो. हाँ, ज्ञान से भगवत प्राप्ति. सो टुमारो we will come and study this mantra 6th. Let us just make chanting once. Om Savruksha-kala-krutiभिः परोऽन्यो यस्मात् प्रपञ्चः परिवर्तते यं धर्मावहं पापनुदं भगेशम्. Now you see, in the earlier shloka, upasya. उससे पहले समर्प्य. Now ज्ञात्वा Atmastam Amritam Vishwadhama. Having known him in your own self, you realize that immortality, Amrita Sarupa, in which the entire Vishwa is in some corner, hanging, vaguely projected. So this is ज्ञान से भगवत प्राप्ति. Earlier upasanas. उससे पहले भगवद अर्पण कर्म से. You see that sequentially. Fourth was आरभ्य कर्माणि गुणान्वितानि सर्वान् विनियोजयेत्. So karma offered to him. Next one, upasya, svachittastha upasya. Here, jnana, jnatva, through the knowledge. As in essence of all these only, in Gita to Bhagavan, first 6 chapters he taught the karma, second 6 chapters the upasana bhakti, third 6 chapters the jnana. But one thing I have to say and conclude is, these shastras from the qualified gurus with our qualitative mind and approach, we have to listen for a long time to get a clear, complete, comprehensive understanding, for which only we are coming every day. But lot of breaks, interruptions, in our approach are there for various distractions, self-created only. Knowing that I am distracting my own spiritual journey by these things, we have to reject all of them. So rejecting every distraction self-created while being on the spiritual path, wanting to walk the path and reach the goal, is the meaning of true sannyasitva. Who is a sannyasi? He never creates obstruction to himself nor allows any outer world to obstruct him in his path of pursuing that ultimate truth through Shravana, Manana, Chintana, Itya. See, that's why purity of heart, goodness is not sufficient. We have to be intelligent also. We have to be smart also. We have to be committed also. We have to be definitely, inevitably, ruthless also to reject. Otherwise, फिर चौपड़ हो जाएगा प्रसाद में. है ना? Final thought is what? To be able to do sadhana to reach to the goal. Whatever is to be done, we have to do. And to do that, whatever the abilities we have to have, we have to have. That's it. जो करना है सब करना है, उसके लिए जो चाहिए सब होना है, जिसके द्वारा ऑब्स्टेकल्स निकल जाकर we are consistently doing so. This is not there here. Huh? We are just discussing. Om 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 Purnavadah Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu Shruti MAATRE Namaha. You are wonderful, patient listening, always acknowledged. Now join Gita.